Welcome to Quiz Time. My name is Simon and I'll be your host. Sit back, relax, and get ready for the next 100 questions. Let's get started. What city means city of joy in English? Shanghai, Bangkok, or Kolkata? Kolkata is correct. Sue Storm is a superhero from which comic book series? X-Men, Fantastic Four, or Watchmen? Fantastic Four is correct. What is the capital of Nevada? Carson City, Reno, or Las Vegas? Carson City is correct. Who wrote the classic sci-fi novel A Stranger in a Strange Land? Robert A. Heinlein, Philip K. Dick, or Arthur C. Clarke? Robert A. Heinlein is correct. Where in the world does the dessert baklava come from? Central America, Middle East, or Southeast Asia? Middle East is correct. Who played Agatha in the 2002 sci-fi movie Minority Report? Robin Wright, Emma Thompson, or Samantha Morton? Samantha Morton is correct. In what decade was the Higgs boson particle discovered? 1990s, 2000, or 2010s? 2010s. In which US state does the whiskey Jack Daniels originate from? Tennessee, Mississippi, or Kentucky? Tennessee is correct. Which Seinfeld character takes off their shirt when they go to the toilet? Jerry, George, or Kramer? George is correct. Who played the witch in the 1958 movie Bell, Book and Candle? Audrey Hepburn, Grace Kelly, or Kim Novak? Kim Novak is correct. Grappa is a type of what? Pasta, alcohol, or shoe? Alcohol is correct. Which classic horror novel is sometimes referred to as the modern Prometheus? Dracula, Cthulhu, or Frankenstein? Frankenstein is correct. What fruits were once called Persian apples? Peaches, apricots, or pears? Peaches is correct. Mr. Wardle is a character from which Charles Dickens book? Bleak House, David Copperfield, or the Pickwick Papers? The Pickwick Papers is correct. Who led the covert mission known as the Boston Tea Party? Samuel Adams, Paul Revere, or Eli Whitney? Samuel Adams is correct. What is the name of the sea that lies east of mainland Greece? Asia Minor, Aegean, or Abestian? Aegean is correct. Frikadellen is a meat dish from which country? Germany, Finland, or Austria? Germany is correct. What is the name of the sorcerer in the William Shakespeare play The Tempest? Barbarolf, Yorick, or Prospero? Prospero is correct. In what gland is the human growth hormone produced? Pituitary, endocrine, or adrenal? Pituitary is correct. What is the name of Dorothy's dog in The Wizard of Oz? Bobo, Jojo, or Toto? Toto is correct. In what decade did the NBA introduce the 24-second shot clock? 1940s, 1950s, or 1960s? (1950s) is correct. Who wrote the play A Streetcar Named Desire? Eugene O'Neill, Arthur Miller, or Tennessee Williams? Tennessee Williams is correct. In movies, what is the job of a Foley artist? Makeup, sound effects, or stunts? Sound effects is correct. The singer known as Sting was part of which 80s pop group? The Police, The Cars, or Genesis? The Police is correct. What was Bill Murray's job in the movie Groundhog Day? Weatherman, journalist, or news anchor? Weatherman is correct. Tallinn is the capital of which country? Slovakia, Estonia, or Finland? Capital of Estonia. Emesis is the medical term for what? Vomiting, snoring, or yawning? Vomiting is correct. Which writer was known as Lady Malouin? Virginia Woolf, Ursula Le Guin, or Agatha Christie? Agatha Christie is correct. In which country is the world's longest train tunnel? Czech Republic, Switzerland, or Russia? Switzerland is correct. How many eyes does Cyclops have? 0, 1, or 3? One is correct. Mr. Giles French was a character on which 60s TV show? Family Affairs, Green Acres, or My Three Sons? Family Affair is correct. What liquor is prepared from cumin, fennel, and caraway seeds? Advocaat, Glaiva, or Kumel? Kumel is correct. What US state is known as the Evergreen State? Oregon, Washington, or New Jersey? Washington is correct. During which century did the Louvre Museum first open? 16th century, 17th century, or the 18th century? 18th century is correct. Which martial art means empty hand in English? Karate, Kung Fu, or Judo? Karate is correct. What is the name of a leading female singer in an opera? Mezzo-soprano, prima donna, or bella canto? Prima donna is correct. Go ahead, make my day is an iconic line from what movie? Taxi Driver, Sudden Impact, or Death Wish? Sudden Impact is correct. Bacon comes from the flesh of which barnyard animal? Beef, lamb, or pork? Pork is correct. The Huanghe River is better known by what name? Yellow River, Red River, or Dragon River? Yellow River is correct. In which Texas city would you find the Alamo? Amarillo, El Paso, or San Antonio? San Antonio is correct. Where in the body would you find the orbit? Spine, skull, or shoulder? Skull is correct. How old was Queen Elizabeth when she died? 92, 94, or 96? 96 years old. The pitaya fruit is more commonly known by what English name? Dragon fruit, passion fruit, or star fruit? Dragon fruit is correct. Dragon fruit is. What percentage of blood is made up of water? 35%, 45%, or 55%? 55% is correct. Ash, Brock, and Misty are all characters in which Japanese anime cartoon? Dragon Ball, Pokemon, or Naruto? Pokemon is correct. E equals mc squared is Einstein's famous formula for what theory? Special relativity, unified field, or Brownian motion? Special relativity is correct. Pakistan borders how many other countries? 3, 4, or 5? 4 countries is correct. Celebrity chef Jamie Oliver is from which country? Australia, Wales, or England? England is correct. Who wrote the 2001 fantasy novel American Gods? China Miéville, Ian Banks, or Neil Gaiman? Neil Gaiman is correct. What is the national animal of Germany? The eagle, the lion, or the dragon? The eagle is correct. In what year did the French Revolution begin? 1781, 1784, or 1789? 1789 is correct. What country is the largest exporter of rice in the world? China, India, or Bangladesh? India is correct. What is the term for the husk that surrounds the coffee fruit? Cascara, Ambara, or Mbala? Cascara is correct. Which composer wrote the Messiah Symphony? Vivaldi, Handel, or Wagner? Handel is correct. Mick Mars was the lead guitarist for which rock band? Mötley Crüe, Bon Jovi, or Aerosmith? Mötley Crüe is correct. How many moons does Pluto have? 3, 4, or 5? Five is correct. Who is the only British Prime Minister to have received the Nobel Prize in Literature? Harold Wilson, Winston Churchill, or Tony Blair? Winston Churchill is correct. In which African country would you find the Opera Diamond Mine? Sierra Leone, Ivory Coast, or Botswana? Botswana is correct. Coxolena is the Latin term for what insect? Ladybird, cockroach, or butterfly? Ladybird is correct. What is the melting point of gold in degrees? 664 degrees, 864 degrees, or 1064 degrees? 1064 degrees. In what decade did the Bahamas gain independence from Great Britain? 1960s, 1970s, or 1980s? 1970s is correct. Which English philosopher wrote the 17th century book Leviathan? John Locke, Roger Bacon, or Thomas Hobbes? Thomas Hobbes is correct. At which Olympics did women's boxing make its official debut? 2004, 2008, or 2012? 2012 is correct. What is the largest species of owl on the planet? Fish owl, a grey owl, or a snow owl? A fish owl is correct. Tashkent is the capital of which country? Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, or Kazakhstan? Uzbekistan is correct. Which English cathedral is known for its central octagonal tower? Ely Cathedral, Salisbury Cathedral, or Truro Cathedral? Ely Cathedral is correct. What type of dinosaur is the Loch Ness Monster? A Diplodocus, a plesiosaur, or a Platysaurus? A plesiosaur is correct. W is the chemical symbol for which element? Cobalt, arsenic, or tungsten? Tungsten is correct. What is the most populated country in Europe after Russia? Germany, United Kingdom, or France? Germany is correct. Who was the god of fire and blacksmith in Greek mythology? Erebus, Charites, or Hephaestus? Hephaestus is correct. Who played the role of Freddy Krueger in The Nightmare on Elm Street? Doug Bradley, Robert Englund, or Peter Weller? Robert Englund is correct. Which UK soccer team are known as the Toffees? Everton, Chelsea, or Birmingham? Everton is correct. What type of tree is on the Lebanese flag? Chestnut, cypress, or cedar? Cedar is correct. How many main rings does the planet Saturn have? 5, 7, or 9? Seven main rings. What is believed to be the oldest lake in the world? Lake Baikal, Lake Superior, or Lake Titicaca? Lake Baikal is correct. Which artist is known as the father of Impressionism? Pissarro, Monet, or Renoir? Monet is correct. Melt in the mouths is an old nickname for which fruit? Apples, apricots, or strawberries? Apples is correct. Who were the first people in history to use scarecrows? The Greeks, the Egyptians, or the Celts? The Egyptians is correct. Petrichor is the name given to the smell of what? Cut grass, sawdust, or rainfall? Rainfall is correct. What color is produced by the complete absorption of light rays? Black, red, or white? Black is correct. General Sherman's famous March to the Sea ended in which state? Louisiana, Georgia, or Arkansas? Georgia is correct. What flower stands for a heart ignorant of love? White rosebud, white lily, or white magnolia? White rosebud is correct. What band released the album Trafalgar in 1971? Beckett, Beatles, or Bee Gees? Bee Gees is correct. On what holiday did illusionist Henry Houdini die in 1926? Easter, Halloween, or Christmas? Halloween is correct. Where do Norse warriors go after they die? Ragnarok, Olympus, or Valhalla? Valhalla is correct. In what Caribbean country was pop star Rihanna born? Barbados, Jamaica, Grenada? Barbados is correct. A petroglyph is an engraving or an image created on what? Ceramic, wood, or stone? Stone is correct. How many holes are there in a Ritz cracker? 5, 7, or 9? Seven holes is correct. What is larger, an imperial gallon or a US gallon? Imperial, US, they're both equal. Imperial is correct. Thalassophobia is the fear of what? Overhead wires, the sea, or curtains? The sea is correct. By how much does the Dead Sea lower every year? 3 feet, 5 feet, or 6 feet? Three feet is correct. They're back is the tagline of which movie sequel? Ghostbusters 2, Gremlins 2, or Poltergeist 2? Poltergeist 2 is correct. What was the name of the rabbit in the Bambi movie? Jumper, Thumper, or Hopper? Thumper is correct. What was the name of the first rocket launched by the Apollo program? Apollo, Voyager, or Saturn? Saturn is correct. The country of Greece is located on what peninsula? The Balkan, Crimean, or Iberian? Balkan is correct. How many decades were there between the invention of the can and the can opener? 3, 4, or 5? 4 decades is correct. What does the first R stand for in the Lord of the Rings creator J.R.R. Tolkien's name? Ronald, Robert, or Richard? Ronald is correct. Rennet is an enzyme used for making what? Bread, wine, or cheese? Cheese is correct. Who was the first actress to win an Oscar? Louise Brooks, Janet Gaynor, or Aline Page? Janet Gaynor is correct. How long is a fortnight? 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or 4 weeks? 2 weeks is correct. 2 weeks is correct. Congratulations on finishing this quiz. Leave your score in the comments below, and as always, remember to like and subscribe so we can see you next time for some fun on quiz time.